Cody Lane the Dragon requested that we react to the Red Ranger versus Leonardo, and that's what we're going to do. But before we do that, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Shava. He commented again on our reaction to Mechagodzilla versus the Green Dragon Zord. Really good shit here. Number one, remember the animation is made purely for entertainment. It's the explanation at the end you need to focus on, and don't take things that happen in it too literally. Mechagodzilla may have not gotten the stab at all, even if Dragon Zord could land it. In a real fight, it would likely just bounce. They just put it in there for awesome fake out and killer finisher. The fight is meant to show a possible scenario out of many, and come on, you had to have Mecha G be a boss and pull it in further again. Style points, baby. That is true. Number two, DeathBattle always looks for who would win the most times out of 100. That means that the Dragon Zord could win a few times with it, and Mechagodzilla would win more often with his due to its far larger range. It's also very fast firing beam, and the Zords aren't exactly known for high levels of maneuverability, even the Dragon Zord. 3, while they don't go over the strength specifics of Kiru's large arsenal of beam and missile weapons, remember the weapons are capable of doing serious damage to Godzilla. A being that the Dragon Zord doesn't even compare to, Kira is more or less equal to this Godzilla. And this Godzilla has fought serious foes like Orgara and Maguris. Over the course of battle, Kiru's large arsenal often would overwhelm the Dragon Zord's more limited one, and at least bide enough time to land a hit with the AZC, which is the beam, the
Absolute Zero beam. Cannon.
Yeah. Number 4, they looked at if you bluntly consider both moves instant kill moves, and if you look at both mathematically, what they trying to say is that Mechagodzilla had the advantage either way. You view both finishers. Number 4 again, or 5. While it may seem silly, Godzilla surviving the AZC isn't something that really that's really new to the series. While each generation of Godzilla is different in terms of power, older versions have survived the black hole to the face. I didn't know that shit.
Didn't know that either.
Destroyed black holes and beings made of black holes. Falling into volcanoes, and I shit you not, going back in time and fighting the Greek gods.
Wow.
That's actually an enemy named Destroyer, whom is essentially a being composed of the same energy of the Oxygen Destroyer that killed the first Godzilla, only jacked up.
Okay, I know who he is.
That's right. Godzilla survived a being with a power to destroy oxygen.
Yeah. Looks like we got some technical difficulties, YouTube. Give me just one second. Yes, you're back.
We back?
Yep. All right, say something.
Can you hear me? Okay, can you hear me?
You're delayed, but I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I see the delay. I don't know what that's about.
All right, you good.
All right, cool. Let me see. Was able to kill the monster. And surviving ridiculous things like that are just Tuesday for the Big G. And remember, Godzilla's atomic breath alone can match and overpower the AZC. And Kiru can take direct blows from it. So that makes sense.
Yeah, he's more durable than it looks. Okay.
Yep. And then 6, the morphin grid is powerful, but it doesn't make those connected to it invincible or have infinite power. The Zords have lost a ton of those. Hell, the White Tiger Zord was supposed to be the Dragon Zord's better, but it was completely destroyed along with the Megazord by the end of the original series, which that's definitely true. I fucking hated that too. Man,
me too.
So sad. Let me see. And if you guys do react to older death battles, try to keep in mind that they have openly admitted that they know some of them don't hold up well as the newest ones, as they didn't have a big research team and their opinions on the things have changed over time.
That makes sense.
Still go for it. Would love to see them. Okay. Amazing ass comment.
Yeah. Yeah. So treat the visuals as if they were like dice rolls from an old RPG. Basically.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I would say treat it as dramatic flair.
Yeah,
nothing
it's like take like an older Elder Scrolls game like Morrowind, where if you didn't put skills in something, you couldn't hit anything. So the visual of you swinging your sword and hitting in that game they were cliff racers, the little things that would fly, these bird-like things. So if you're swinging, it's like I'm swinging my sword, I should be able to hit this thing, but it's based on dice rolls and stuff behind the scenes. So that all calculated that you're missing instead of hitting. So that's what the visuals in DeathBattle is for the most part. Okay.
Am I still synced up?
Yeah, you're good.
Good now. Cool.
You're good. All right, let me hit this play button.
When I was a kid, there was nothing better than watching my Saturday morning tunes.
How old is this
one?
one?
I learned all my badass karate moves. Yeah.
The 80s and 90s certainly gave
this year,
us some
February.
memorable characters.
Oh, I'm sorry, February 2020.
Rivalries.
Last year.
Like Leonardo, head honcho of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And Jason Lee Scott, leader of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Oh, last.
For this bout, we'll be sticking to the characters themselves.
That means no Dragon Zords, no Turtle Mechs, and no last minute.
All right, so before we get into it, just who you betting your money on?
I would say, off of my limited see, I wasn't really a big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan back in the day. Not as big as I was Power Ranger. I'm gonna have to say Power Ranger, only because that fucking morphing suit, it speed, durability. They have showcased super strength and super speed during that shit, and just the monsters that they had to fight alone. Being able to take swords to the chest and shit like that, and just get. I never seen them get stabbed, but they always get slashed. It just sparks. That's it. They don't die. They have the blaster as well. So,
and he had his sword if they go with their individual weapons.
Yeah, he has his. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's why, because they're both leaders and they both had katanas. So, man, I'm gonna have to give it to Jason.
And are they pulling in the Zord too, or is it just
no? They're not. They just said they're none of that shit. It's only going to be them two as the characters.
Yeah.
Of course, he's going to have morph time, because if he couldn't morph, then he get his ass whooped. Nope. Wait. I may have to give it to Leonardo because he knows more martial arts than Tommy. Because Tommy was a black belt.
You mean Jason?
Yeah, Jason. Yeah. I mean, if this was Tommy, I'd give it to Tommy. Like, this is Jason. Yeah.
It's to me, it's up in the air. I don't know. Because if they're pulling from like all the Ninja Turtles cartoons and stuff, like Leonardo was like, let's say like the Ryu from Street Fighter of that cartoon, to where he was doing some let me meditate and get all this power and stuff like in some of those cartoons and stuff. But you are absolutely right about the Red Ranger having additional superpowers that the Turtles would, let's say, I'm assuming they wouldn't have. Like the Turtles, I would assume they're stronger than people. So, but I don't know how strong they are, because in the cartoons you never
durable they are.
Yeah, you never saw none of that. I don't think they're all that durable. I mean, I think that their shells can stop bullets.
Yeah, they can, but we've seen shells break too.
Yeah. So yeah, it all depends. I mean, if it's like in power, then I would give it to Red Ranger, but then again, Red Ranger don't do. I mean, they're not giving
ninjutsu.
That's what I was about to say. Unless you're giving him the ninja powers too, then he could just sneak up on him, because Leonardo knows all that ninja shit. So, and it would be like, who's the better swordsman too? Jason, I've never seen him train with said sword. He used it, but Leonardo trains all his life for it. So it's
and he got his ass handed to him when Green Ranger had that fight with him.
So Leonardo may be the better fighter and can get the win because of that.
See, that's what I'm thinking. I think that in terms of martial arts, Leonardo is better, but in terms of raw power and durability, I think Jason's stronger with the the suit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go.
That suit withstands a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Red Ranger just based on durability. I mean, I have to. So we will see.
I'll say for now, but then I have to see this first.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze
Because they
their
may pull
weapons,
some stuff
armor,
from the
and
comics
skills
with
to find out
Turtles
who would
and do
win
some. But then
on
again,
DeathBattle.
Power Rangers have comics too.
What you say?
I was saying they may pull some stuff from the comics of Ninja Turtles, but then Power Rangers also have comics too that they could pull from. So I don't know.
From the vastness of space to the eerie depths of the ocean, few places remain as mysterious and unknown as the New York City sewer system.
Anything could be down there. Killer alligators, mole people, or even Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Cowabunga! Love that
Four
movie.
ordinary domestic terrapins transformed into humanoid superheroes by a chance encounter with a canister of mysterious mutagenic ooze. They were adopted by an equally mutated rat skilled in martial arts who decided to name them
Hold
after
the fuck up.
Renaissance
Pause that
artists.
shit.
You know,
Pause that shit. Wait a minute. In the cartoon, it was a human that got turned into a rat.
Yeah, in the old cartoon, yeah.
I didn't know that shit. Because I went off of the movie where a rat got like the rat was like a fucking pet to a master fighter back in Japan, and then came to New York and then fucking mutated into like a hybrid rat thing.
Yeah, and in the movie, that guy was called Oroku Saki was Shredder. But in the cartoon, that guy had pet turtles, then came to Japan, and he mutated and became the rat. That master you're talking about. I forget what his name was. I want to say like Oroku Saki, but I think that's Shredder.
See, in the movie, it was just a rat. It was just like Shredder.
Shredder killed the guy, and then that's why.
I'm sorry, not Shredder, but it was what's his name?
Yeah, Splinter.
Splinter, yeah, Splinter.
Splinter was the pet rat who scratched Shredder on the face. And
who was training in
as a rat.
As a rat. Get the fuck out of here. He was like, huh. I'm like, get up. If I look over and I see my hamster doing some fucking ninjutsu, nigga, I'd be like, hold up. We about to get YouTube famous, bitch. Do that kick again.
Just want to say on that movie though, that is one of my favorite movies. I love that first Ninja Turtles movie. Like it was better than all the rest of them. It was super serious.
I just like when they put on samurai shit in the second one. That's all the thing I care about.
by comic book standards, this origin story is pretty freaking weird.
Master Splinter trained them as ninja, and the group formed a daring crime-fighting team. But every team needs a leader.
Man, I'm just playing that theme song in my head right now.
But tactics? Nah, Raphael was tough, but way too hot-headed. And Michelangelo, well, we all know he got dropped as a kid. So the obvious choice was the true blue Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, close enough. Of all the turtles, Leonardo was the most studious and focused when it came to Splinter's lessons, and soon adopted the principle.
Okay, he's 5'2". Oh, short ass motherfucker. Weight 170 pounds. I'm sorry. 5'2" at 170 pounds. Nah,
Small
that shell alone is like 50 pounds. Leader and eldest of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, traditional and spiritual, skilled in blacksmithing, likes pizza, meditation, video games, new age music, watching space heroes.
Of Bushido.
Kind of weird since that's a samurai code and he's a ninja, but whatever.
The modern tenets of Bushido have evolved over the centuries, but it essentially boils down to 8 virtues: righteousness, courage, compassion, respect, honesty, honor, duty, and self-control. All of which frankly describes Leonardo to a T.
AKA, he's super dedicated to being a goody two-shoes. And he's a badass when it comes to fighting.
Yep.
He's like the Bruce Lee of reptiles. And since he's a turtle, Leo's got super speed and super strength.
I'm not sure the science checks out on that one.
He's also got that super tough shell and some radical ninja weapons.
Right, but before we go any further, we should address that there are multiple iterations of Leonardo across different media and timelines. As none of them can really be considered the main one, we're taking all standard versions into account, or anything that's reasonable, consistent, or viable across his multiple histories.
So we're not including anything that's too out of the ordinary, like those weird double mutations or that time he became a goddamn dragon. I mean, good on you, Leo, but that's a
that was weird.
typical wheelhouse.
Leonardo is a master of Niten Ichiryu, a Japanese fighting style using twin katana. Although Leo's swords are typically a more recent variant called ninjaken, basically just katana without the curve.
Still way better than wielding tiny forks or a literal stick. Seriously, who picked out the other turtle's weapon?
Leonardo's ninja.
Man, nunchucks is dope. Shut the fuck.
Even sharp enough to slice through metal.
But he still finds ways to break those things all the time. Good thing he's also got kunais, smoke bombs, shuriken, climbing claws, grappling guns, hell, most of the Batman-approved gear. In his latest outing, he's even got this Otachi, basically the claymore of ninja swords, but it's super special.
Right, with a swing of the blade.
I love how Batman just had that regular ass.
Anywhere from across the room or all the way to Tahiti.
Time for a vacation!
I don't want to see. All right, pause it.
Be careful.
I don't like that. I don't like how they just introduced that fucking sword, because they just got through saying we're gonna take the standard Leonardo across the platform. Every Leonardo didn't have that fucking sword. That's not standard.
Yeah, you're right about that.
You just introduce a mythical fucking weapon into the gear, into the arsenal. Don't do that.
Yeah, I bet you that's probably because the Red Ranger's gonna have something similar or something he has to use for it in order to beat him or
Don't
something.
fucking matter. Don't fucking you use your regular ass two katanas that break all the fucking time. Yup. Against that fucking Power Ranger sword. Let's see what happens. Don't get that motherfucker mythical weapon because it happened like in 2 fucking videos, and that's average across the time. No, it's not. Fuck out of here.
I think the rules of space could be catastrophic.
Yeah, relax, Wiz. I totally have what it takes to pull this off. Okay, maybe I'll go with the staycation instead. Probably.
You know, that just reminded me of. You remember that telethon video of the guy trying to sell the katana sword, and then he cut himself and he sort of stabbed himself with it. He was like, "Oh, that's." They
kept talking.
Like, "Oh, that's weak." Oh, that was so hilarious. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Yo, we gotta react to that video though. Like, we gotta do. That was dope.
For the best. Weapons aside, Leonardo has proved skilled enough to master rare ninjutsu knowledge, such as the Healing Hands mantra, a meditation technique.
Say goodbye to that nasty migraine or pesky stab wound.
Not quite potent enough to heal fatal wounds, but useful nonetheless.
Other than that, the dude's fast enough to outrun explosions and has even dodged lightning.
This enemy in particular was specifically
forever bringing in faster than light speed bullshit.
Officially became a Jonin, a ninja master. Survive. Like every time I hear Jonin, I'm always thinking Naruto. Survived normally fatal stabbing. Restrained. Okay, wait. Survived a normally fatal stabbing. Just because it was just one stabbing, don't mean
it's fatal.
Yeah, well, normally, like it has to happen multiple times for it to be a thing. Just because you did it once, that's fucking luck. That's
doesn't
right.
mean you can't do it again. Yeah.
Yeah. Restrained Crane Prime with a chain. I need to see who Crane Prime is. Crushed a monster cockroach. How big is the monster cockroach? Because shit, I got cockroaches now, and I consider monster motherfuckers. Big Shaq basketball carrying around motherfuckers around this bitch. Dodged the power of lightning.
I'm guessing that's what they're showing.
Yep. Killed Shredder in multiple timelines. Well, Shredder wasn't the shit in multiple timelines. There's only like one true Shredder that was beating ass. Defeated Karai, Ultimate Ninja, Tiger Claw, and Ra's al Ghul. I forgot the Batman. They did the fucking meetup. Good lord. Jason go get his ass whooped.
I don't know, man. But we'll see.
Of a storm, implying these bolts are comparable to natural lightning. Therefore, Leonardo must be able to react to things 280 times faster than sound.
Ha! And you thought turtles were slow. Also, he's strong enough to push over a giant pillar to crush a cockroach monster. Go toe-to-toe with Baron Draxum, who survived this explosion and held open the jaws of a monster-fied T-Rex.
The Tyrannosaurus is theorized to have had a bite force of 12,800 pounds per square inch, 6 times more powerful than an alligator.
And best of all, even across multiple timelines, good old Leo is usually the one to take down the turtle's biggest villain and least useful kitchen utensil, the Shredder. No wonder he's the leader. Leo's a boss.
Sure, he may have a habit of questioning his own abilities and decisions, but hey, he's a teenager. Par for the course.
One thing's for sure, he's a mean, green fighting machine who's always up for a shell of a good time.
Oh, something else to tell you too. it doesn't pertain to this video, but since I know you're into martial arts and Ninja Turtles, you should check out The Last Ronin. It's one of the recent Turtles comics that they came out with over like I think like this year, last year.
Why have I heard that before? I think that's when his brothers died and it was just him by himself and he turned into the last Ronin and he had all their weapons and shit. Yeah, I didn't read it. I will read it, but I'll probably watch some YouTube video of like someone else reading it. But it did look dope though.
After 10,000 years, the evil interstellar witch Rita Repulsa was finally released
from
her long-standing prison.
Oh shit! What that mouth do?
Wow, when the first thing where she did it, I was like, after 10,000 years, I'm free. That's what I was thinking in my mind when I was watching it.
That's all you see. They say it every fucking video.
Space dumpster. Gross. No wonder she was so pissed off that she decided to attack
Put that bitch in the trash can.
To combat her vile magics, the good-natured sage in a tube, Zordon, sought out a team of heroes. And for whatever reason, specifically requested 5 overbearing and over-emotional humans.
No, not that, not teenagers.
I feel ya, Invader Zim.
The 5 teams connected to the Morphin Grid, an energy field that transformed them into the mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Go, go, Power Rangers! I never get tired of doing that. And if that wasn't cool enough, each ranger was bonded to a giant robot dinosaur.
Yeah, it was.
There was
Pause real quick. Like I know this ain't got nothing to do with it, but man, when I was a kid, I wanted they made a Zord where they had each individual one that can transform and you can put it together and it made the actual fucking Zord. That shit was so rare to find because everything after that, it was just like the Zord by itself. Like you couldn't take the shit apart. Maybe you could take the legs apart, but you couldn't take all of them apart. I found that shit recently. This shit is $180 damn for the whole thing. Oh my good lord! And I want to buy it so bad. I want to buy it so fucking bad, bro. Like I ain't gonna know what to do. I'm gonna put it together. I ain't gonna play with this shit. I'm just gonna look at it. I want this shit so fucking bad, dog.
See, with me, they had the same thing, and where they got the idea from is Voltron back in the day in the 80s. Like, they had the same toy. They put it together.
I know, but it's all cats. It's the same thing. Though. But no, what? It's all cats with cat arms. That shit is each individual dinosaur. Like what? That shit was dope. That shit was dope, bro. It looks different.
It did look different, and I'm not saying that it sucks, but like it's all about that Voltron though. Like if they fought, Voltron would probably win.
Okay, so here's the big difference though. The Megazord had a dick. It had a penis. So hear me out. Hear me out. I know he ain't, but like it was funny. It was funny. That's the only reason I liked it. So when they
big ass mastodon,
right? Yeah, the fucking mastodon. They both connected, right? The mastodon and the Triceratops and the saber-tooth tiger, they connected to the front of the mastodon, and then everything else. And then when it started getting up, I was like, hold on, where the head go? Where the head go? Huh? I see why you didn't do that. And then there was one time they pulled the head out as a shield. I was like, that's dope. It's kind of weird because it's like a decapitated head that you fucking with, but like I think that's why I never use it again. It was like he's just swinging around a fucking elephant head. It looks like it's like decapitated. Let's not do that again. But like you know where that head went, and if I got the actual
and it was black too. It was Black Ranger.
Boy, swinging past the knees, bro. Like I would set that shit up and not touch a thing. Like, yep, that Mandingo Zord right there, bro. I just found it funny, my
The yellow saber-tooth tiger, the black mastodon, the pink pterodactyl,
the black mastodon.
See now, I'm never gonna look at that shit again, or at least never look at it the same again.
Jason Lee Scott.
Jason was a pretty chill and level-headed guy, and already good enough at martial arts to be teaching classes.
5'8".
He's skilled in Kenpo, Taekwondo, Judo, and notably the more unknown Shinkido, a mix of karate and Japanese sword fighting.
And he dabbled in hip-hop keto. But to get all the martial arts skill he'd ever
hip-hop
need,
keto.
All he's gotta do
shit,
is
racist ass bullshit.
And yell.
See, I'm not gonna lie, he was my favorite one.
Chills, man. Every time.
Kamen Rider, bro.
Grant Jason an unprecedented level of martial arts mastery. Even Billy, the Blue Ranger, who barely knew any martial arts at all,
shit
became
from
a
him.
fist-fighting master after morphing.
The Red Ranger form also boosts Jason's speed and strength to
Yep.
superhuman levels.
Power Sword, Blade Blaster, Wrist Communicator Teleportation, Superhuman Strength, Superhuman Speed, Protection via the Morphin Grid. Okay, hold on now. Let's wait on that teleportation shit, because I remember that teleportation as Zordon having to do that shit, not the Red Ranger teleporting wherever he wanted to. Also, god damn, Trini thick. No, okay, so that boulder shit, I believe that boulder is heavier than what Leonardo can lift. Because Leonardo like pushed a giant like pillar with a roach on it.
Pushing isn't the same as lifting though, that's the thing.
Yeah, like he's using, the force of like, all that mathematical bullshit.
He's tipping it over versus that's just
at
pure
the very
lifting
top.
strength. Yeah.
Exactly. That's some shit right there.
And see those sparks? That's the Morphin Grid taking hits for him. And it'll keep doing that until it's overloaded from too many attacks. Good guy Grid over here. Where do I get one?
Jason is a powerhouse, focusing on strong, high-impact moves like his Power Punch to send foes flying across the battlefield.
And he can use the energy of the grid to take a bite out of Putty with his Tyrannosaurus charge. But when
they're using a game too?
He's got a bunch of colorful weapons that definitely aren't toys. No matter how
Nah, he can't do that.
Yeah, that's the other
Like
Rangers
his
for that.
Communicator, which doubles as a teleporter.
And the Blade Blaster is both a knife and a gun. A gun
Yup.
knife.
A gun knife.
And
A gun knife?
fights, he can...
Alright, Wiz, what's the over-under on my modification here working?
I'm sorry, pause it. I shit you not, I thought that was his penis. I did not know what was going on. Cause like you're cutting off, like he was like, like, whoa, that is the weirdest hard on that I've ever seen, nigga. They would have put that down.
Yeah, it's at the perfect angle and everything. It's like
I'm telling you.
Look at that look on his face.
Yeah.
Are you
How
sure
Wiz
about
is? I'm
this?
like,
we already have enough holes in the floor.
Oh, please, Wiz, I know what I'm okay!
jeez.
I'm not okay!
For tougher fights, Jason can also summon the Power Sword, a unique blade that can slice through even the most powerful of monsters. It's also a key component to the Power Blaster.
Which is,
can't use it.
Let me guess here.
Yep.
Powerful.
Yes. The Power Blaster can destroy creatures even the Dinozords have trouble with.
No Power
Wait,
Ranger
wait.
So that's stronger than
Blaster
individual Zords. Yeah. That's
can
what they say.
even destroy the Dinozords. Golly, nigga, what?
So
What?
why call for the Zords to begin with? Like, what you need the Megazord for?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I know the Megazord is like super powerful, and that's why they use it. But if you got that to kill the monsters before they grow, then like, what's the problem,
bro? If she said let my monster grow, like let our weapons combine.
Yeah. Let's form the captain plan of weapons and shoot this guy real quick.
Shit, I'd be like, you know what? Why don't we just do this and shoot the moon?
Right, they technically cannot escalate a fight, so unless the more powerful weapons are deemed necessary, they are generally considered off limits.
Oh, weak ass shit.
I don't remember that rule
the
being
Red
in the
Ranger
show.
is incredibly impressive even without his weapons.
He's strong enough to lift boulders way bigger than him.
Scaling this boulder to Jason's own height, we can estimate it weighs a little over 69 tons.
Let's say the mainline Power Ranger comics are similar to the original show, just as a modern take, much like how TMNT has been recreated as similar variations across multiple media throughout the decades.
Okay.
Nice.
69.
And the Yellow Ranger, who
Nice.
has the same basic powers as Jason, pushed around a much larger boulder that, when using the same scaling method, appears to weigh over 11,000 tons.
These two can run so fast.
Stronger
they
than,
kick up huge
whatchamacallit?
clouds of dust behind them. And in a late
Bench 3,000 reps in a day, lifted a 69-ton boulder, surviving the command center exploding, halted Rita's destruction of Earth, led a Ranger army against Lord Draken, I think it says.
Yeah, you know who Dracon is, right?
Yeah, evil Tommy.
Yeah.
And then
Defeated Tommy Oliver, Goldar, the Machine, Emperor, and King Sphinx. Yeah, King Sphinx was strong than the motherfucker.
Later series, Power Rangers in Space.
What do you think about 3,000 reps in a day?
Benching?
Every ranger draws from the same source of power.
Oh, that episode was awesome. I remember that.
It's fair to at least compare Jason to other ranger teams. Like when the SPD Green Ranger chucked a car through the air.
Red is quick
so he just killed that lady. Like,
bro, he just threw a car on a bitch. He just threw a car on a bitch. That nigga said, I'm tired of your shit.
Apparently, you like, I've never seen that one, but it looked like he just killed a random person. That's all I'm gonna say.
Lord. He was like, yo, not this bitch again, bro. I'm done with it. Take a Toyota, bitch. Bow.
In the Boom comics, the Yellow Ranger performs a similar feat as SPD Green by throwing a vehicle at a monster. Okay.
Yo, they say fuck it.
Power Ranger Command Center exploding while he was inside. That's not even the first time the place blew up. Man, that building's seriously been through the ringer.
To be fair, it's important to remember that the Ranger powers are not permanent, and his connection to the morphin grid has limits. If he takes enough damage and loses his morph, Jason goes back to being a normal human being, albeit one who is a talented fighter in his own.
One thing I will say, I like how Red Ranger had that beef with Goldar, but like at certain times, like Goldar would work with him to do various stuff. I like that.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was one episode I think where it was something dumb where like Goldar wanted to be the one to kill the Rangers and Rito Zed wouldn't let him do it, and he worked with them to beat the monster they set up so he could be the one to fight and kill him. It was one of those situations.
Wow. The one that I remember was when Goldar took Jason and put him into that alternate dimension where like the dimension where he killed, where when they had killed all the monsters, they all showed up in that dimension. It was like a saloon or some shit in the fucking like West. And he had to beat everybody. It was a whole gauntlet of motherfuckers he had to fight. I was like, this nigga cold as shit.
With the glorious red spandex and Robo T-Rex at his back, the power lies on his side.
You wanna fight? You got it!
Okay.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, all this talking has made me hungry for...
What do you think now, since you know everything now, since you've heard most of it?
I'm still going to give it to Red Ranger, man. He has the additional... I mean, I'm assuming it's stronger than what Leo can put out. Leo can heal himself, so I would assume the fight's going to depend. If Leo can damage Jason enough to where he goes back to being human, then that's going to win him the fight.
That's what I was thinking.
But outside of that, I'd have to give it to Red Ranger.
Like as cold as Jason is in his regular human form, his martial arts do not match up with Leo's martial arts and his durability.
And he's not a ninja, with all of that extra stuff.
He's not. He has to take a shitload of damage. But in essence, if they can survive the command center blowing up, that's a lot of damage that he has to take in order for the suit to wear off. So my question is, how much damage can that sword that Leo is going to use output? Because they didn't say that. They just said it was a mythical sword that does some cool shit. But they didn't say how much damage it can produce. So that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking that sword is probably going to do enough damage to take off the suit, and then he'll just kill him.
Yeah, that's what I think too. Or the Red Ranger is just going to outmatch Leo. He's going to get some hits in, but he's going to win in the end.
And if Leo's fast enough to dodge lightning, he's fast enough to dodge that fucking cannon blaster from all the weapons combining.
Which Jason should not be having, since those are the other Rangers' weapons, but we'll see what they do.
I'm going to give it to Leo. Who are you going with?
I'll just be different. Red Ranger.
Okay.
On the Turtles, my favorite one was Donatello, so Leo was like, whatever. So, favorite Red Ranger. So.
That's the equivalent of stepping on somebody's forces, bro.
Yeah, just go punch him in the mouth.
You're the monster for ruining my pizza.
But they did see each other before, though, right? Jason wasn't a Ranger during that time.
And Power Ranger in Space, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Rex punch.
That's turtle power. Power sword. Don't blaze me for
Swords are gonna break.
Really, dude?
Oh, there it is. Bodacious. Ooh, that's the stab.
Fatal stab, yeah. Damn, hit that man with a manhole.
Cheap shot.
Yeah, I'll never gotta take this shit.
Yo, what are you doing down there?
Healing up, bro. No, there go that teleporting sword.
I'm all healed up. Behold the immortal turtle. That's bogus.
He pulled out his gun.
Let's go shoot him.
I love being a turtle.
Yeah.
Faster than lightning.
Yeah. Leo got more skill with a sword. Damn. Okay. Okay. Shit.
That was bonkers.
Okay. Damn. I was worried there for a second.
Looks like
Beat
Leo
his
totally
ass.
didn't see that coming.
Really did.
Are you gonna keep reusing that one, or should I expect something new?
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to shell out some more puns?
Fine. Leonardo certainly had more martial arts experience than Jason, and he was likely a bit faster, as we've seen him dodge lightning more reliably. If it were just up to those two factors, the Ninja Turtle may have won.
Durability.
But you know there's more to
Yep.
it. Sure, Leo had some super tough defense on his side, but Jason had the oomph to crack that shell.
First of all, Leonardo's superior training was a moot point, as Jason's morph granted him a broad mastery of martial arts talent automatically.
Kinda cheap if you ask me, but that's
Yeah.
Power Rangers for you.
But let's talk numbers. Giving
I wouldn't
Leonardo
say
the
it,
benefit
that
of
shit.
the doubt, we
Yeah.
scaled his level of toughness to his recurring villain Baron Draxum.
Who's fought Leo a bunch of times? Remember how Draxum survived his lab exploding? That's definitely the best durability.
Well, how the
Leo
fuck
could
am I supposed to know
possibly
this shit?
match.
By scaling the lab to the height of the characters, then deducing the size of the explosion
Well, they
itself,
mentioned that explosion
its
before,
explosive
but
yield must equal about 12 tons
No,
of TNT.
they mentioned him like
Impressive,
escaping
but
the
then we
explosions.
used
They
the
didn't
same
mention
method on
him
the control
taking
center
the explosion.
exploding while
Yeah.
Jason was inside, and it came out to 550 tons of TNT.
Yeah.
45 times greater than Leonardo.
So clearly Jason was much tougher, but we still had to find their overall strength. To do that, we compared Leo's bug-crushing pillar to the Rangers bowling with
Yep.
boulders.
Yep.
Using granite as an average potential density and scaling the pillar to Leonardo's height, it appears to weigh about 200.
See, Jason's successor, Rocky, used the same powers as him and could contend with Rito Revolto, who was strong enough to destroy the Thunder Megazord and the White Tigazord, as well as survive an explosion many times larger than the Command Center one.
140 metric tons.
Still impressive, but way less than the 11,000-ton boulder.
Yep.
The Red
Yeah.
Ranger couldn't just crack that shell. He could make turtle soup out of it.
Leonardo held some advantages in speed and skill, making this fight far from one-sided. However, Jason's superior strength, arsenal, and powers quickly turned the tide.
His Ranger of abilities does what
Alright.
Leonardo
Yeah.
don't.
The winner
I mean,
is
it
Jason,
makes sense.
the Red Ranger.
That's
Yeah.
and that's what it was. It's like it's speed versus durability. It's like how durable is he? And that's it. Like the win condition was if he can knock off that fucking suit, he'll
Mhm.
win, but he can't.
Yep.
That just makes sense. That like surviving a fucking command center explosion. It's kind of hard to do that. Like
And you're at the epicenter of said explosion and not
yeah,
running away
and
from it.
and you still have the suit on.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. There's no way.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting that fight.
Can't believe I went with Leo. Why would I go with Leo? I was talking about Red Ranger the whole fucking time at the beginning of the damn thing. I even said I like the Power Rangers more than I like fucking Ninja Turtles, but I just had to be different. So disappointed in myself. Right. Stick by your guns, man. Shit.
Yep, should be more like me.
Yeah.
All right, YouTube. If you guys want us to react to any more of the older Death Battle stuff, just let us know down in the comments below. And
also, like the video. If you made it this far, please like the video because it does help. It does help us get more out there. We hit 400 subs. Congratulations, Leonardo.
I seen that. That was what's up.
We hit 400. So, like, so happy that 400 people decided to say, you know what? This is worth it. Really appreciate that, y'all. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yep, thank you.
On our way to 500.
And then 1,000, and then 1,000,000, and then 10 million. And pretty soon we're going to be at that PewDiePie level where we're making like $20 million.
I don't know about all that, man. I don't think I want that kind of power.
I'll take it.
I like Jewish people. I mean,
I say we have to do some of the stuff he did, but I don't think we're that dumb. But
anyway, hope you guys stay safe out there. Peace out, y'all.
Later, YouTube.